Hello, today you're listening to Football Fan Facts. I will be doing grades for the first round picks. Remember to subscribe. It takes a lot to make this video, so it would mean a lot if you just hit that big red button. Let's get started. With the first pick, the Giants select Trayvon Walker, edge out of Georgia. I gave this a B-, not because Trayvon Walker is not good, because if I feel like you should go best edge available if you want an edge, which is Aiden Hutchinson. So that's my grade for the Jacksonville Jaguars' first pick. For the second pick, the Lions select Aiden Hutchinson, edge out of Michigan. This is a really good pick. I gave it an A+. As I was saying, and I think one of my mock drafts, I was like, if Aiden Hutchinson falls to 2, the Lions are lucky. So I just gave this an A+. I think that Aiden Hutchinson will bring a lot to the house. He'll get lots of sacks. He'll bring it in. That will be the Lions' first pick so far in this draft. Pick 3, the Texans select Derek Stingley Jr., cornerback out of LSU. Derek Stingley Jr. have been hurt. I honestly didn't think he would go this far up. I mean, he's good, but if he turns out that he can't play good when he comes back, that's a problem. I didn't think that he was going to go this far down, but I gave it a C+ because I think the Texans could have done better. Pick 4, the New York Jets select Ahmad Gardner. Ahmad Gardner's really good. He's not hurt like Derek Stingley Jr. Maybe he's not as good when he's playing as Derek Stingley Jr., but he's as good as he needs to be for number 4. I gave that an A. I mean, they have 2 more picks in the first round, so I think they do really good in the first round. But for this pick, I gave him an A. I think it's it's a really good pick. There was 1 or 2 concerns maybe about how he came up here, but I think he's gonna bring a lot of stuff to the New York Jets defense. Pick 5, the Giants select Kayvon Thibodeau, edge out of Oregon. This guy's a beast. I mean, I was surprised that he fell this far, honestly. I'm not surprised that the Giants got him. I gave it an A because I would have liked the Ike Ekwonu pick here, then maybe get the Kayvon Thibodeau at 7. But that's what happened, so I gave it an A because it's not the worst pick that we've had. I really like the pick. I feel like he's going to really do a lot to the Giants. Pick 6, the Panthers select Ike Ekwonu. For the Giants, I wanted the Giants to select Ike Ekwonu. That's why I wanted them to get him at 5. But for the Panthers, they got a good offensive tackle, probably the best. I like it for them. But the only question is, because they have now a late pick. I think they traded up, but still very late. Now, if they want to go, I forget what they went there, but if they go QB, then basically this was probably the best spot to go for a QB. I gave it an A+ because the QB's not that good in this draft. So, yeah, I gave that an A+ because now you got maybe Sam Darnold. If you want him to play next year, maybe he has a good offensive tackle to just bring tons of time for him to look for his wide receivers. Pick 7, the New York Giants select OT Evan Neal. Evan Neal is a really good tackle. Him and Andrew Thomas. Maybe we fix up. I know we got another guard in the draft at 67, but with all these guys, now we have a pretty good offensive line. It gives Daniel Jones time to get to his receivers. It gives Saquon Barkley time to get a running lane open. I mean, he's going to have tons of running lanes open. For pick 8, oh yeah, and I gave that one an A+ for Evan Neal. For pick 8, the Falcons select Drake London, wide receiver at USC. Drake London, he's probably my second highest wide receiver on the board. I like the pick, but I think the Falcons needed more than a wide receiver at pick 9. I think they could have, or at pick 8, whatever. I think they could have picked somebody a little better. Not saying that Drake London isn't good. I would have went Garrett Wilson here if you wanted a wide receiver, but I feel like there's more positions that they might need. But they did that, and I gave it a C+. Pick 9, the Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross, OT out of Mississippi State. Charles Cross is very good. I mean, I do like the pick. I mean, it's a good pick. I just think that maybe they could have went, it's either an offensive tackle or wide receiver. But Charles Cross, I think they could have maybe traded down with a team or something to get a different player, maybe, to get some more picks. I'm not saying that Charles Cross is bad. I think he's going to bring a lot, but there's some concerns, I feel like, about this, so I gave it a B+. Pick 10, the New York Jets select Garrett Wilson, wide receiver of Ohio State. I really like the pick. They need a wide receiver. He's the top on my list. But there is more that they need than just a wide receiver. They went corner. I think it would have been possible for them to go safety. I mean, here, but I guess it's an okay pick, but I gave it a B+. Pick 11, the Saints select Chris Olave, wide receiver, Ohio State. I'm just pointing out that I think that's where the Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave both went after each other. Same place. I don't know. But I like the pick a lot. This is a big pick for them. I gave it an A. I really do like it because, I mean, it just gives whoever their QB is going to end up by the end of the year, it gives that guy the ability to see a guy open and then to take that chance, not being afraid if the guy drops the ball or anything, I don't know, or he doesn't do that good. I think it's pretty safe with Chris Olave. Pick 12. The Lions select Jameson Williams, wide receiver out of Alabama. Jameson Williams, I didn't think when I came into this draft and I was looking at the wide receivers and everything, I didn't really think that he was going to go this early. I really didn't. I think Treylon Burks is better than him. But they need a wide receiver that's able to make plays. Jameson Williams available. They clearly like him. I gave it an A-. I made a little nice there. Yeah, that's one of my nice picks in this draft. I gave it a nice grade, but I don't know. I think Treylon Burks could have been a better pick here. If you're looking for wide receiver, obviously, since they already got Aiden Hutchinson, the best edge, probably. Pick 13, the Eagles, very dirty, select Jordan Davis, defensive tackle out of Georgia. It is a really good pick. I don't like giving the Eagles things. I was very sad that they took him. Out of any other team that could have took him. I feel bad for him, Jordan Davis. He has to work with the dirty team. But I guess for the Eagles, they don't care, and they're just gonna go ahead and take him. And I think that that's actually a good pick. So I give it an A+. Dang, I shouldn't have given it an A+. I should have been mean to the Eagles. Okay, whatever. For pick 14, the Baltimore Ravens select Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame. Holy moly, he fell so far according to me. I mean, in one of my mock drafts, I had him going 4th overall, which is a stretch. But, I mean, the Ravens, they got very, very lucky getting him here. I like the pick. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't think there's much to worry about when you put Kyle Hamilton in there. He seems to know what he's doing. For pick 14, lucky Ravens, they go ahead with Kyle Hamilton in this pick. A+. All the way, A+. Pick 15, the Houston Texans select Kenyan Green, guard out of Texas A&M. Kenyan Green, I mean, I like how they like him. I think he's really good, but I think the best guard in this class was Zion Johnson out of Boston College, who went basically 2 picks after him. But it's a good pick. I like the pick. It's pretty good. So I gave it an A-. I know that they need the offensive line, and a guard is pretty good just to get ready to block up, and then they got it all good. Pick 16, the Washington selects Jonathan Johnson, wide receiver out of Penn State. I mean, I'm still in shock that nobody had picked Treylon Burks at this point. Treylon Burks is the 3rd on my list of the wide receivers here. Johnson's probably like number 5 on my list. But for them, if they like him, I don't think it was their top need exactly. If they like him, then go ahead and get him. And I gave it a B+. I think he'll work out, but I don't think he was worth pick 16. Pick 17, Zion Johnson, guard out of Boston College. For the Chargers to get him here, I gave it an A for pick 17. I mean, he's really good. I don't know if that was the Chargers' top need, but to get him, if you want a guard, if both guards were available, I would go Zion Johnson, but obviously Kenyan Green was taken, so I just like Zion Johnson there. I think that'll be a really good fit for them. Moving on to the next one. Pick 18, the Tennessee Titans select Treylon Burks. Probably my favorite wide receiver in the draft. Not ranked the highest of wide receivers, but definitely my favorite. This was a trade with the Eagles, I think, for A.J. Brown, and then they got Treylon Burks. They got a new wide receiver, which I think is pretty good. I think they wanted a new guy that could come in and be there for a couple of years. I don't think they will regret the pick, so I give it an A+. I think it's very good. The Saints, with pick 19, select Trevor Penning, OT, out of Northern Iowa. Trevor Penning, I don't know. mean, I think he's very good. I gave it an A minus. You basically just said goodbye to Tron Armstand because you just put Trevor Penning there. But I don't know about this one. I gave it an A minus. I do like the pick for them, getting rid of Tron Armstand, who's actually really good. But I think Tron Armstrong's getting old on the older side, so they need that new guy. Yeah, pick 19's. Yeah, it's a pretty good pick. I would have gave it an A if, I don't know, if they didn't have Tron Armstrong. Pick 20, the first QB comes off the board. Kenny Pickett, QB out of Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett's really good. I mean, I would have went best QB available here, Malik Willis. Maybe Malik has to sit a couple of weeks watching the other QB play, but it doesn't hurt to go Kenny Pickett. So I gave it a B+. Okay, moving on. Pick 21. The Kansas City Chiefs select Trent McDuffie, cornerback out of Washington. Trent McDuffie. I like Trent McDuffie. I mean, I kind of like. I don't think he's better than Derek Stingley Jr., but I like him more than Derek Stingley Jr. I mean, I gave it an A+ because the Kansas City needs a stopper, a guy that's able to stop a lot of plays. And that's what the Kansas City Chiefs need. They need a little corner and a safety. That's what they really need. And I think they just got the corner. Pick 22. The Green Bay Packers select Corey Walker, linebacker out of Georgia. I give it a B+ because it's early for Corey Walker. You still have Devin Lloyd available. You still have him. The best linebacker in the draft. Very good. I mean, if I were them and I wanted a linebacker, I would go best linebacker available. But they have to like him, so I didn't give it a little lower. I gave it a B+. Moving on to the next pick. Pick 23. The Buffalo Bills select Karen Elm, cornerback out of Florida. This guy is pretty good. I gave it an A+ because the Bills need a shutdown, a complete guy that could just come in the game and just end it. I don't think he's the best corner. He's the best corner available though. So I really did like that pick. Now the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Smith, offensive tackle out of Tulsa. I mean, Tyler Smith, he's good, but for the first round, it's odd. So I gave it a C-. I mean, I just don't think that he should have went this early. The Dallas Cowboys could have went a different way to try to get a better player. They definitely could have got a different position here and maybe traded up the next round for Tyler Smith. So I gave it a C-. Pick 25. The Ravens select Tyler Lunderbaum, the first center out of Iowa, whatever. Tyler Lunderbaum. I really like Tyler Lunderbaum. I mean, I've been just staring at his highlights, and he just stops anybody that tries to come through. I mean, I like the pick for the Baltimore Ravens. I gave it an A. Yeah, I like that one. The New York Jets. For pick 26, select Jermaine Johnson, edge out of Florida State. Jermaine Johnson, he is really, really, really good. I mean, I think he's probably one of the most athletic edges in this class. And I think he was, I think the New York Jets aced this draft really hard, too. I mean, you just got Jermaine Johnson late, then you got Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. I mean, that's such a really good draft for them. But we're not going to spend our whole time talking about the New York Jets. And we're going to go into pick 27, where the Jacksonville Jaguars select Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah. The best linebacker. I mean, this guy, I really like him. I give it an A-. I don't think it was their biggest need that they could have addressed here. But I think to get Devin Lloyd here, they're pretty lucky. So I just gave him an A-. Pick 28. The Green Bay Packers select Devonte Wyatt, defensive tackle out of Georgia. I give this a C+. They need a wide receiver, which in the second round, I think they traded up and got Christian Watson. But that's not enough. I think they could have went wide receiver here. I mean, or they could have just traded into the second round and got a couple of picks. But for now, I give it a C+ Devonte Wyatt. I mean, he's the best defensive tackle in this draft. And I really like him. Pick 29, the Patriots select Cole Strange, offensive lineman, and Tennessee Conjali, whatever. I give it an F. I don't like to be harsh or anything, but I gave it an F because they could have got him on their next pick, basically mid-second round. I mean, there was a big possibility that they could have got him here, but they just wanted him so bad that they didn't think about that, and they just took him. And I don't think that was a good pick. I mean, I think that's the worst pick in the first round, definitely. Moving on, pick 30, the Chiefs select George Craftson's whatever, edge out of Purdue. I like it a lot. I mean, he fell, that's for sure. I gave it an A-. I think that the smartest move would have been to go here is Daxon Hill, who went next. But I mean, it was a pretty good pick anyway. Pick 31, as I just said before, the Bengals select Daxon Hill, safety out of Michigan. Daxon Hill's pretty good. I mean, he's good for first round. I mean, he looks really good in his highlights. I mean, I give this an A+. I mean, I think the Bengals were really they were just looking at every offensive lineman that have gone, and they're like, the next offensive lineman will be like a late second rounder. So they just went with who they also wanted, Daxon Hill, safety out of Michigan. For the final pick, the Minnesota Vikings select Lewis Kine, safety out of Georgia. Lewis Kine is really good. I mean, he's just gonna really make those plays. In my mock draft, I had him going in the mid-20s. So I just think it's a really good pick here. this will be the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Remember to like, subscribe. Have a good day. Mason out.